1. The conquest begins. The story starts with Duke William of Normandy preparing his fleet for the invasion of England. Secure in his right to the English throne, William gathers an army of knights and foot soldiers. The smell of sea salt fills the air as the ships equipped with horses and warriors set sail for England. 2. The Battle of Hastings. Upon landing on the English shores, William's forces confront King Harold II's army at the famous Battle of Hastings. The ground shakes from the clash of swords, and arrows fly like rain. A decisive moment arrives when Harold is struck, securing William's victor status. 3. Becoming William the Conqueror. With victory on the battlefield, William is crowned King of England in Westminster Abbey. The coronation is a marvelous display of wealth, with banners and draperies adorning the cathedral. Yet, distrust looms as English nobles look warily upon their new Norman monarch. 4. The feudal system. William's reign sees the introduction of the feudal system, reshaping the English social hierarchy. Land is granted to loyal Norman nobles, creating a pyramid of allegiance bound by the exchange of land for military service and loyalty. 5. Rebellions and resistance. The English countryside erupts with small uprisings against Norman rule. Each rebellion is a testament to the enduring English spirit. William, however, responds with decisive and harsh reprisals, quelling dissensions with strategic fortifications and brutal campaigns. 6. The Domesday Book. To better manage his realm, William commissions the Domesday Book, an extensive survey documenting every shire and manor across England. It's a mammoth undertaking, aimed at centralizing control and assessing wealth for tax purposes. 7. Norman influence on architecture. This era marks the birth of the Norman Romanesque architectural style in England. Stone castles and grandiose cathedrals spring up, altering the landscape with their imposing presence and signaling the Normans' commitment to cement their legacy. 8. Cultural synthesis begins. Under Norman rule, a fusion of English and Norman cultures develops. The French language adorns courtly exchanges while English dialects remain prevalent in common discourse. This tangling of tongues begins the slow creation of a unique English identity. 9. The King's sons. William's succession plans falter due to sibling rivalries. His 3 sons, Robert, William Rufus, and Henry, vie for control, each possessing distinct personalities and ambitions, setting the stage for future territorial disputes. 10. William II's troubles. Upon William the Conqueror's death, his son William Rufus ascends the throne. His rule is marked by conflict with the church and the nobility, as well as mysterious tensions with his brothers. His reign is cut short by what may be an accident or an assassination. 11. Henry I's ascendancy. Henry seizes power after William Rufus's untimely death. Known as a seasoned, shrewd leader, he seeks to strengthen his rights through the issuance of charters, yet faces challenges from his ambitious brother Robert. 12. Matilda and succession woes. Henry I's only legitimate heir, his daughter Matilda, faces opposition in her claim to the throne. Her cousin Stephen challenges her, igniting a civil war known as the Anarchy. 13. The impact of the Anarchy. The struggle between Matilda and Stephen leaves England in a state of chaos and lawlessness, taxing the kingdom's resources and leaving its citizens yearning for stability. 14. Henry II's reforms. Emerging from the ashes of anarchy, Henry II institutes reforms to restore royal authority. His legal reforms, including the establishment of royal courts and jury systems, lay the foundation for the common law tradition in England. 15. The Plantagenet succession. Henry II's reign sets the stage for the Plantagenet dynasty. His marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine widens his empire, while their children, including the future King Richard the Lionheart and King John, herald a new era. 16. Richard the Lionheart. Known for his military exploits rather than his time in England, Richard embarks on the Third Crusade. His legend grows with tales of bravery, but his absence leaves the kingdom under his brother John's precarious stewardship. 17. John's troubled reign. King John's reign is fraught with challenges. His disputes with the nobility reach a peak with the signing of the Magna Carta, a document that cements the principles of due process and limits on royal authority. 18. The rise and fall of the Angevin Empire. Under the Norman kings and later the Plantagenets, England becomes part of a vast Angevin empire. But territorial losses, mismanagement, and regal disputes signal its decline. 19. The pulse of England's heartland. A rich tapestry of cultural and social life unfolds as monasteries, cathedrals, and villages thrive amid the Norman kings' ruling map of England. 20. Land and legacy. Over the course of Norman rule, England undergoes transformational change. The blending of cultures, administrative advancements, and architectural achievements leave an indelible mark on the nation's future. 21. The influence of the Church. The Church's power in Norman England cannot be understated. With ecclesiastical reforms, the establishment of bishoprics, and monastic life's revival, the Church becomes a central fixture in societal structure. 22. Women in the Norman era. Noble women play crucial roles in consolidating and expressing power. Marriages, inheritances, and regency paint them not just as ancillary figures, but as pivotal players in the political machinations of the time. 23. Chivalry and knighthood. The Norman kings helped to formalize the concept of chivalry. Tournaments and justs, intertwined with courtly love, emerge as cultural bedrocks, defining the nobility's values and conduct. 24. The transformation of warfare. With new fortifications and military tactics, Norman England witnesses a transition in warfare strategies. Castles become symbols of power and security, while the mounted knight rises to prominence. 25. Economic expansion and towns. The introduction of new agricultural techniques and the establishment of towns support a burgeoning economy. Markets flourish, linking rural production with urban demand, fostering social mobility. 26. The commoner's perspective. The lives of peasants, largely unrecorded, form the backbone of the nation. Their toil on the land, within the feudal system, supports the economic framework of Norman rule. 27. The end of Norman rule. With the coming of the Angevin dynasty, Norman rule technically ends, yet its practices and impacts have set the stage for future English governance and culture. 28. The chronicler's accounts. Chroniclers like Orderic Vitalis and William of Poitiers provide vital contemporary records. Their works, despite biases, shed light on events, offers insights into the perspective of the time. 29. Medieval medicine and society. The health practices and beliefs of Norman England reflect a fascinating harmony between traditional remedies and emerging practices. The roles of herbalists and early physicians reveal a budding field of knowledge vital to the people.